comments. Today we would like to present to you the issue of unfeasible insulin prices. According to the World Health Organization, 108 million people have been reported to have type 2 diabetes in 1980. This number has risen to 422 million as of 2014. The only current treatment for diabetes is insulin, and many are unable to access this treatment due to the high prices. One of our very own delegates has lost a grandmother due to the fact that insulin was inaccessible to her. Dr. Abdul Malik once said, "Without insulin, people living with diabetes will become extremely ill and die within weeks or even days without this treatment." Dr. Bounton, creator of insulin, sold the rights of insulin creation to the University of Toronto for $1 so it could be available to everyone. Insulin prices have raised an absurd amount for practically no reason. And we must take into consideration that it only takes $6 to produce. The same companies use advertisements in order to compete in this monopoly of a contest between themselves. These insulin producers are messing around with a large percentage of the diabetic population, and this problem must be solved. Thank you.
Representing Jamaica, representing Marshall County. The resolution to this problem is capping the profit percentage to 100% per unit. This would allow the company to cover the cost of the sold unit, save enough to produce for more, and still have enough money left over to make a profit. From one vial of analog insulin, the cost varies between $3.69 to $6.16. The insulin selling company can now only charge $7.38 and $12.32 for a 3 milliliter vial. This is compared to $50 to $1,000 for the vials and $45 to $600 for pens. In May 2021, the United Nations agreed to halting diabetic-related deaths due to the lack of insulin by 2025, and no progress has been made in the past year. We believe capping the profit percentage can prove itself to be effective in reaching this goal. Thank you.
Seeing as the authors have used 2 minutes and 8 seconds for their opening, they will have 52 seconds for their closing. We'll now move on to non-debatable technical questions. Are there any such questions? Any questions?
How do you think inflation will affect the price of insulin? Graham Jeffy, representing the United Kingdom, representing North High School. How do you think inflation will affect the price of insulin over time if this resolution is put into place?
Representing Marshall County, representing Jamaica. So the point is to have, like, let's say for example, if insulin costs $5 to make, they can only charge 10. So the cap is just based off of how much it costs to make the insulin. So that means the price for buying the insulin will be based off of how much it costs to make it.
Abdallah, representing Singapore, representing North High School. How will this help Jamaica?
12% of Jamaica, or 236,200 people exactly in Jamaica, have diabetes, and 25% of diabetics cannot access their insulin.
The time for technical questions has ended. We will now move on to pro-con
In May
debate.
of 2021, the UN agreed to halting the increase of those unable to access their insulin, but they have failed to do so because they were ineffective in how to use a system like we proposed. The UN World Health Organization is needed because countries alone have tried but failed. We all need to unite and work together if we want to make this happen. Thank you.
All opposed, please raise your flag and say nay in a normal tone voice. It is the decision by this chair that resolution number 21 has passed. It has.